seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to play following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Taken down back at
His
the 20.
throw is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Kerryon Johnson, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the cover.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Complete.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Carry for Baltimore. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Intended for number 14.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
To number 88.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4, Stafford.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for the Baltimore touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
28. Lions, nothing.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They're on the stop.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson on its pulled free for Bills Hill. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Baltimore.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
To number 81.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Toward the pylon, caught.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Makes this
Tucker with the extra point.
Lions.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Shifts by him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Dobbins on the carry for Baltimore. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.